Clutch for the G30 size. Helicopter is a stretched G20 with a modded engine and running 696mm main blade. Go ahead and give it a shot. Speed of about 1800, 1850 I believe. So up to a higher head speed. Good. So we can pulse with it real quick. Good. Good circuit with it. Making it interesting, but too bad. It's not slipping at all. Alright. Well, that's good. Slow it down. Bring it in for a quick landing. Pull down. Clutch engaged, disengaged. Alright, it's successful. Go ahead and shut it down so we'll take a look. Okay guys, this is the 3-shoe clutch. I'm going to try to take the cover off so y'all can get a better look at the clutch. The 3-shoe clutch is in there. I don't know if my cameraman can zoom in a little better on that. But a standard clutch does not sit flat on the fan hub like that. It's got a little step, and you're probably using a couple of shims. On top, you probably get a better look of it. Go ahead and fold these up. If you look on top, you can see that that's my clutch. You can see through those windows. That's the pin, and there's a hole there. You can notice there's a huge gap there. That's actually the operating area of the clutch. When we get back, I'll shoot the rest of the remainder of the video showing you the actual clutch itself, and outside of the hell you get a better look at it. But there it is, folks, a 3-shoe clutch for a G30 size bell. Successful. It works in a stroked engine. It puts out about the same power as a full-size Radikal 30. This is, you can see there, those are rail 696 blades. I'm not joking, folks. This is a stretched G20. So it works just fine. I think it was a successful test. Okay guys, I'm back from the field. I've managed to tear the heli down and get the 3-shoe clutch out of the helicopter. It's seen here on the right hand side. On the left hand side is the G30's HP clutch. You see there, it doesn't look like it's about, a good 30% smaller, but the difference comes from the 3 shoes that are positioned in this holder mechanism. They're pancaked in there. This whole clutch is made with a 41L40 alloy. It's very strong, very tough. You all have probably known it by its street name of chromoly steel. Everything is made of chromoly steel save the pins and the spring. Each shoe has about, I'd say a good 1/4 inch of movement from the rest position out to the outside area. Unlike the 2-shoe clutch that you see on the left-hand side, the 3-shoe clutch actually seems to balance a lot better. It's a lot lighter. Even though it's a lot more complex, it does manage to hold on just as well as this clutch, if not better. Each shoe has a contact area on each shoe right there where my thumb is at. That area there, that entire area on each shoe comes in contact with the inner bell liner. On the 2-shoe clutch, everybody believes that the entire shoe makes contact with the bell. That's not actually true. Actually, this small area right here is about the only area that makes contact with the bell liner. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and pause the video for a quick minute, and I'm going to have one of these shoes removed, and we'll talk more about this clutch. Okay folks, what we have here is the 3-shoe clutch disassembled. I've taken all 2 of the shoes out along with their springs, and this other shoe doesn't have a spring in it either. This is the actual shoe of the clutch itself, and if you notice that the shoe itself resembles a rocker arm and a push rod engine. It operates the same way. And when you saw the clutch within the heli at the field, you noticed that the clutch was in this position. That's the rest position with as it's not rotating. The maximum throw of this shoe once it engages the bell is approximately right there. That is the maximum throw of that clutch shoe with that given spring. Each clutch shoe, once they've been machined, they have been ground down and weighed against each other. They are exactly the same weight. The same thing goes for each of the springs and each of the pins. They weigh the exact same amount. The springs are the exact same height. Now the clutch body itself has been turned on the lathe, and everything has been turned on the lathe in one process, to include the threads, the hole for the one-way bearing, and the body itself. It stays on the lathe chuck and is removed and put onto a mill to cut the 3 holes for the pins and the 3 holes for the spanner wrench to basically remove the clutch or install it. The material for the clutch body and the clutch shoes is made from a 41L40 steel alloy. It's very strong, very tough, has very good wear properties. The pins are also made from an O2 alloy. Slightly hardened, but not too hard. We don't want them to fracture or anything. We just want them to be tough in regards to wear. Very strong clutch. This worked very well. I was very happy with it. I have a similar clutch in a G20. It's smaller, but this one's meant to handle the larger G30 sized bell. No more problems with clutch liner gap. If it ever wears out, replace the liner, and if the shoes ever wear out, which I seriously doubt, but if they do, the whole thing can be rebuilt and basically made like new. There you go folks, the 3-shoe clutch for the G30 size bell.